Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. As you all know, we talk basically about how you can raise and rear catfish at home, and that is where the name comes from. So today we want to talk about how to construct earthen pond. How to construct earthen ponds, and we're going to be considering some salient points such as what is earthen pond, are the factors to consider before constructing an earthen pond, and all that you need to know. What is an earthen pond? An earthen pond in a layman language is just a pond you dig the ground just to contain the water. Then you introduce your fish. That is earthen pond. With that simple explanation, I just believe everybody will be able to understand what an earthen pond is all about. Then to consider before structuring or constructing your earthen pond. And one of the things you need to consider, especially if you want to make profit, proximity to availability of water. Proximity to water. You have to consider whether you are close to a river or you have water close by to serve your pond. Another thing you need to consider before constructing or making an earthen pond is that check the soil topography. You need to know where you want to dig your earthen pond, because it will not speak well of you to dig an earthen pond where you know it will not retain water. So you need to know the soil texture. You need to consider the soil texture. Also, you also need to be familiarized with the terrain where you want to dig or construct your earthen pond. There are some places that are even close to the river that you dare not try to construct your earthen pond, because by the time the river overflows its banks, then the lives of your fishes will be at stake. So those are some of the little things you need to consider. Those are the little factors you need to consider before constructing your earthen pond. And let me also share with you the advantage of having an earthen pond over any other type of ponds, because we have many types of ponds. And one of the main advantage of having an earthen pond is that in case you do not have money to continue feeding your fishes in an earthen pond, the fishes will still be able to feed on the earthworms and some other microorganisms that can live inside or in the swamps, in the muddy parts of your pond. Unlike in other types of pond construction, they do not have the luxury of earthworms and other small tiny animals that they can feed on. They do not have that. So basically, if you are just starting to test the market of fish farming, it's advisable you dig a small earthen pond. So if you can do that, you can check it out and have it done for you. And what is the best soil for earthen pond construction? Uh, the best soil for earthen pond construction is a soil that contains the aggregate of clay and loamy soil. Clay in the sense that your pond will be able to retain water quickly, and loamy soil in the sense that your pond has already retained the water, and right now the loamy soil will enable the micro animals, I don't is it microorganisms now, it will enable them to breed. And by the time your microorganisms are breeding conveniently, then it shows you, and it also gives you an assurance that your fishes will thrive in that earthen pond. That is actually my own point of view. You can see another view that is going to contradict or that is going to support this, as well as you can also do your own research on the type of soil that is okay for your earthen pond. I am in no way a soil expert, so anything I tell you is better you do your research on it. Okay, steps, procedures for setting up an earthen pond. The first step is you prepare your site, and the second step is you peg out the pond area, the areas you want to dig. The third step is that you construct clay course, and the essence of that clay course is just to ensure you have your water retained, so that not every time you are pumping water the water is draining. So, and the fourth step is that you excavate the pond and construct it the way you like. The fifth step is that you install drainage system, and the last but not the least step is you install the water inlet pipe. So if you are able to follow these procedures, your earthen pond will be a standard one. So guys, that is basically what I want to share with you. I want to believe you derive value in watching this.